tape right now because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
Adam Carolla got to question Governor Newsom, and it begs the question, why aren't there actual newsmen ever asking these questions of politicians who enforce lockdowns during COVID? And here, well, let's just watch it.
Adam Carolla here. Governor, why did you shut the beaches in California during COVID?
Now, the problem here with this interview is that there's a time delay, and Adam Carolla doesn't allow for it. So he talks over him a little bit, but here we go.
Adam Carolla here. Governor, why did you shut the beaches in California during COVID?
Yeah, I think we all were working on information at the time. We had no basis of deeply understanding the virus. I think they did the same thing.
So you didn't know anything, so why'd you shut the beaches?
States like Florida.
If you didn't know anything, why'd you shut the beaches?
Well, we didn't know. Yeah, because people were concerned early in the pandemic. Information was coming out as it relates to how it was transferred, the disease, and people were cautious, trying to keep people alive. And I should say this,
so
Adam,
you didn't let them go in the
health, wealth,
sunshine and get vitamin D and exercise, so you shut the beaches. Okay. And you arrested a guy who was paddleboarding in the bay.
On health, wealth, and
wow, Adam Carolla really wanted to go to the beach.
I was that little girl. That little girl was me paddleboarding.
And he's got no answers for it. So why is no one asking anybody these questions? Certainly those questions didn't get asked at the debate.
Well, he kind of did. Look, he could try to skate on, well, we didn't know, so we're trying to be safe.
Yeah.
And what I would ask is, why did you have those mask-free dinners with the celebrities?
Right.
You could have killed them.
Yeah. Why? If you just wanted to be safe, why did you allow Black Lives Matter protests?
I mean, do their lives even matter to you, sir?
You're allowing
they could have got COVID.
You're arresting paddleboarders, but you're allowing thousands and thousands of people to congregate together in the streets.
Yeah, going to church could kill you, but Black Lives Matter, ironically, can risk it.
And at the same time, he was having dinner at the French Laundry with no masks, indoors. Okay, there's more of this. And he's looking, he's smiling.
It's always good to see Adam.
Do you see him smiling over this? Do you know why he's smiling? Because sociopaths don't know where emotions go.
That's true.
So the governor smiles at the destruction of countless lives in California. That's what he's doing right there. Here we go.
You know, however handsome he is, I'm telling you, that guy could not take Trump in any kind of debate.
No,
like for 2 seconds.
Here we go.
we're all geniuses in
outdoor dining. Why'd you shut down outdoor dining?
Go ahead, go.
Science.
Good to see Adam.
Based on science,
look,
you didn't
at the end of the day, the debate tonight.
It's not a debate. You shut down outdoor dining. You canceled businesses. Had nothing to do with science.
All right, let him finish.
All right, go ahead.
All this happened in the.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
This is from the new Man Show on with Jimmy Kimmel's no longer on the Man Show.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's not going to be on that show.
Just Carolla Man Show.
Yeah,
and he's going to ask man questions.
Jimmy Kimmel would never ask that question. Ever.
Do you think Adam and
Jimmy Kimmel would do the exact opposite? He would give him a tongue bath and say, "Thanks for shutting everything down during COVID. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being decent.
Thanks for being a decent person. I'm voting for decency." That's what he would do.
Wow, Jimmy Kimmel, and then they go to Epstein Island together. Hey, why is do you think that Carolla and Kimmel will ever be able to get back together? That legendary comedy.
I'm surprised if they're still friends.
Were they friends?
I think they were friends.
Can I tell you, I've always hated the Man Show. I never thought it was good. Didn't understand it.
I love the Juggies.
I was like,
I think it was aimed at a high school boys.
Then why did
or
they do
college
that weird,
boys? Maybe
like,
it was all about frat shit.
Iggy Aki, yeah, it's like I didn't.
It was like I mean, I was already what was I 40 years old when that show came out? I don't know. Maybe I was 35.
No, you gotta be younger than that. I was like 20 something.
So I was in my 30s. So I was beyond it. It was aimed at college and high school kids, and so it wasn't for me. But it's just
the white man.
It's just
show,
so funny to watch Jimmy Kimmel now try to become a fucking Boy Scout, which is the opposite of a real comedian, which is why Jimmy Kimmel's not a real comedian.
He was never, just for the record, and people go, "What happened to you?" The guy was never a comedian.
He was not a comedian.
He was on the fucking radio.
He's not a comedian.
What are you talking about? He's like Bob Hope, like an unfunny. Bob Hope was more of a comedian than him. Bob Hope was horrifically unfunny.
Bob Hope was a real comedian. He went out and did comedy.
I mean, it was awful what he did, but better than Jimmy Kimmel.
Some of his movies were great.
I don't count it because
I know. I'm
it's
just
not,
saying.
you know.
Anyway, so let's watch it one more time.
Adam Carolla here. Governor, why did you shut the beaches in California during COVID?
Yeah, I think we all were working on information at the time. We had no basis of deeply understanding the virus. I think they did the same thing.
So you didn't know anything, so why'd you shut the beaches?
States like Florida.
If you didn't know anything, why'd you shut the beaches?
Well, we didn't know.
That's not a great question.
Yeah,
Really
because
isn't.
people were concerned early in the pandemic. Information was coming out as it relates to how it was transferred, the disease, and people were cautious, trying to keep people alive. And I should say this,
so
Adam,
you didn't let them go in the
health, wealth,
sunshine and get vitamin D and exercise, so you shut the beaches. Okay. And you arrested a guy who was paddleboarding in the bay.
On health, wealth, and...
Well, that's how Obama's chef died.
Yeah, any
It's
science
good to see
behind
Adam,
that? Any
and,
science
we're
at
all
all behind
geniuses
shutting
in
outdoor
hindsight.
dining? Why'd you
We're all
shut down outdoor dining? Go ahead, go. Science.
It's good to see Adam.
Based on science,
look,
you didn't
at the end of the day, the debate tonight.
It's not a debate. You shut
I'm
down
looking
outdoor
forward to the
dining.
debate,
You canceled
compare and
businesses.
contrast
Had
tonight.
nothing to do with science. All right, let him finish. People, all right, go ahead.
All this happened in the.
How come you don't clean nothing until the president of China comes to visit?
Yeah.
Adam didn't do a good job, and I like him too. I've been on a show. I like him.
No,
It's not a great job.
I liked his job.
Well, okay, great job.
Great. No one's even come close to asking that kind of question to him.
No,
So I think it was a great job.
The hurting Gavin Newsom's feelings is great, but what I'm saying is he did answer. Well, we didn't know. So then you got to follow up with, okay, but once we did know, why did you keep it closed? Like he didn't follow up with anything. Gavin Newsom, he goes.
No, I think he did. He said, so you didn't know anything, so you just decided to arrest people paddleboarding and to keep people from going outside. By the way, we did know things. That's another thing.
But that's you didn't say that.
We did know.
If we didn't know,
we did know that that's not how you handle a pandemic. We've had pandemics before. That's not how you handle them. The Barrington Declaration is how you're supposed to handle agreed upon science. That's the agreed upon science.
It changes.
That you're supposed to isolate the people who are vulnerable, and you can't vaccinate your way out of that kind of a pandemic. In fact, over-vaccinating people, according to Dr. Robert Malone, makes it worse. But I have to tell you, the CDC and the FDA recommend that everybody get the vaccine. It's fantastic.
Changes.
It's super safe and effective.
The speed of science you got to keep up with. But see, what you just said, I would have liked him to say, because otherwise, well, we didn't know, so we thought we'd be extra safety.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I wish he would have said something else, but I'm super duper appreciative he said what he said, because nobody else is saying anything like it.
I hope it made Gavin feel like shit. Is what I hope.
And he looked like a real sociopath. Okay, over to Steph.
Tommy666 says Kimmel is a modern lady. A modern lady.
He's a career gal.
He is. He's got big girl energy.
Right? Missy Kid says, Steph and Jimmy, now you see why they say addiction, denial, and codependency are family disease. The Bidens exemplify that. Thank you so much for that, Missy. Let's see what this...
I go so far as to call them generational Satanists.
Even Star. What psycho host says, F you if you can't handle the truth on Friendly Morning Coffee? Joe, taking Unhinged to new levels. Thank you. F. Hasao, thank you so much. Little Wisdom, thank you. F. Hasao, thanks again. Yes, sir?
I would say fuck you if you can handle the truth, but then I would then try to tell the truth after.
All right, here we go. Hasao, thank you. Our Martian, 330 plus million people in the country, and best we can do is a rich, ancient, out-of-touch, shitty version of Mr. Magoo, and a rich, ancient, out-of-touch, shitty version of game show host from Running Man, Our Martian.
Okay.
Stephen Hayes, thank you so much. And back to Jimmy.